most important thing to understand is that the effects it has on a person goes past physical, and it's very mentally driven. And so there's a lot of supports provided for people to relax and, have some sort of supports. But in terms of, did I not have the family to lean on that I did, or the supports that I already had? I don't know that what's provided would have been enough. The cost that I've endured, should anyone else not have been in such a fortunate position and not had as much choice in their care, that would have really concerned me. And I think it's unfair that any other person or human being going through something that I've been through, who, for no real intents or purposes, no one elects to get this put on themselves, how they could have struggled, having to, pay for something that could improve your survivability by 10% shouldn't even be in question. If there's other people who couldn't genuinely afford that, of which I was fortunate enough to reach out and have that paid for me from a family member, even I don't think I could go back now and get that done, but I was fortunate enough at the time to be able to do that. So I suppose definitely more funding and supports, and the accessibility of complementary services.
We go through very aggressive treatment, and the best chance for us returning to life and becoming productive in such a way that our care is worthwhile, that there should be a look at the person as a whole and what their needs are as a whole, not just what their treatment needs are. So rehabilitation as a primary part of the HER2 or any breast cancer treatment, taking maintenance of quality of life, rehabilitation as primary goals as a part of treatment, rather than just treating the cancer, would be the thing that I would do, which is my point about having exercise programs as a mandatory part. Not everyone can afford them. It's horrifically expensive to go to an EP or a physio twice a week. Even on a mental health plan, 10 sessions is not going to be, 5 sessions a year is not going to be enough during your treatment. So that my personal thing that I would put forward is you need to be considering general health and rehabilitation as a primary part of treatment.
We just have to keep doing the research. We have to keep getting the message out there that people need to be their own advocate. They need to get diagnosed. They need to get their checks. Men still need to get their checks as well. Just keep getting the message out there.
The profound effect it has on women, across our whole lives. It affects us, not just, it totally and utterly just changes our lives in an instant. And there's no accounting for that. So, there's no support with any of that. There's no, because everything is just so focused on the immediate treatment, which, is so invasive. But there's no accounting for the long-term effects that it's going to have, and how profoundly it changes your life and changes who you are. It affects everything from, just the person that you are, to being a wife, being a mother, being able to manage relationships, being able to go forward with your mental health, all of those things, that even the ongoing neurological issues, from the treatment itself, and being put on the hormone treatment, and and all that comes with that. It just there's no natural progression, and I know that women who have natural progressions still find going into menopause very difficult, but having a HER2 positive diagnosis, I mean, you're put into menopause like immediately, and it's incredibly tough. I mean, we survive the treatment. We don't survive the diagnosis, we survive the treatment. And I think that the health minister needs to find a way to understand that, we're surviving the treatment, we're not surviving the diagnosis. And then the treatment needs to be I don't know. It needs to be better tailored to women, to be able to, have that understanding of the significant impact and effect that the treatment actually has on women and their lives.
Well, about 15 to 20% of all breast cancer diagnoses are HER2 positive, and they're more common in younger premenopausal women, such as I was when I was originally diagnosed. It's an aggressive type of cancer, and we need to pick it up in the earlier stages. So if we could get research into something like a blood test that could pick up your risk of getting HER2 cancer, that would be amazing. That could be a game changer. I know there are lots of drugs out there that can treat HER2 positive cancer, and that's great, and there are lots of new trials coming along. But for me, they're aimed at early breast cancer, and I'm now stage 4. I want things coming along for my world. Living every day with a chronic illness, and I shouldn't have to change my life. If we had an organisation in Australia that just did metastatic cancer research and support like they do in America, that would be a game changer. I know I have HER2 breast cancer, and there are a lot of people in my same shoes as me who died, metastatic stage 4. But it's just come out recently that there are no statistics kept honest. So I want the health minister to know whether we count